Happened to the door. I asked for the door, and then I got pelted by bees.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the bees and the door, everybody. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome into the Maelstrom, week 31. I am joined in the Maelstrom commentary booth. I keep saying M&W. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we basically moved out of Mom and Dad's basement. How y'all doing today?
Maelstrom Wrestling Never. Wait, M&W. Maelstrom Never Wrestling. Ha! I got it right. Hello, everyone. It's I. I have returned back onto the booth. It is I. I am no longer sick and haggard as much as I could be.
Huzzah.
But I am outside and it's holly jolly season.
You know, I realized that I don't know if I was unmuted for the entirety of the time that we've been talking. I'm glad that I didn't say anything hypercritical or that is missing.
Oh, it's not like any of my lore secrets haven't already been revealed by like my own incompetence to keep secrets.
Oh,
I am very bad at secrets.
Oh, good. I was. Everything got said. Joyous joys.
It's okay.
Everybody got a one-sided conversation. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about.
That's all right. That sounds like a good time as a one-sided conversation.
Hey, Krukvar with 3 tier 1 subs gifted to Joe Mojo, Tiki the Troll, and Nolan Void. Much appreciated, my friend. Be sure to take care of yourself first and foremost. And there goes Straw Hat.
Also, he went off to find the One Piece.
Also, hashtag Shoujo Mojo.
Show the mojo.
I love that Croc said that as soon as I did.
Do we watch the mojo?
We don't watch the mojo anymore, unfortunately.
We shield the mojo.
We do shield the mojo because the mojo is good people's.
I wanted this holiday season, and I've decided I'm going to get it myself. I want to get a Space Marine housecoat.
That's an idea.
I feel like the Emperor needs to protect me as I sleep, and only wearing a housecoat will do. I want the ones with the big shoulder pads on it too.
Ah, yes, the Ultramarine Ultra Protect outfit.
Absolutely. If you haven't realized, I'm probably the Smurfiest boy. I would be a good Smurf.
I don't know. Papa Nurgle still wants you.
I know. I'm bannering his pride right now, and had Chaos decided to come my way, I probably would have joined the Death Guard and probably would have been like Typhus. No, more like Bifus. It would have been Travis Terry, the scary hairy berry man. That would have been my Death Guard name.
Man, these two fucking hate each other. They didn't even
Who's
choose entrances.
Well, we can't see it.
Who's up?
Well, you know what? You can see it if you wander over to my Twitch channel, or you can wait about less than a minute.
Fair enough.
Depending on my computer running.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You brought it to my attention. Today is very interesting. Some shenanigans is at play. So, all three teams have burned a point, have burned a match pick, in order to make the Solidarity Championship a quadruple or nothing match.
I see.
I think people are tired of fighting for tag teams, and they want it done.
We're done with this.
We're done with this lovey-dovey bullshit.
Yeah, whoever wins gets 4 wins, I believe.
Yes. And Golden Ones currently have 4 points.
I still want that damn belt. Give me that Death Domain belt. Give it to Ka.
Well, I mean, apparently you could potentially try for going for a double, triple, quadruple. I mean, hell, if every single team agrees on it, and there might be some kind of consequences, but you could technically just go for a 1 belt, 1 match, winner take all.
I mean, if the chips are in my corner, why wouldn't I gamble them? You'll have to excuse me, for I have to go now take care of my family. It was good chatting with everybody. I will see you in the chat, everyone.
Appreciate you stopping by, dude.
Bye-bye. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
So anyway, as Sawyer probably knows this, but I fucked up.
How did you do so this time, my dude?
God. Okay, well, I fucked up twice.
Okay, no. Do you want to start with the beginning then, Straw Hat?
Okay. Wait, I already told him about how I tried to improve the world of One Piece. He already knows that part.
Yeah.
The second part is when well, this time I didn't make any changes to the world of Final Fantasy. I wanted to run One Piece, but apparently the DM couldn't manage that one. I then decided, okay, maybe I'll go Hyrule. Nope, apparently divinities interfere. So I whittled it down to Spira, Final Fantasy X. Didn't change anything, left it the way it was. I get one of my characters by the name of Mr. T. Pimp. This guy apparently I get informed that he's running the slave trading business. My dumbass brain thinks the system is just classifying pimping as slavery.
It didn't, did it?
No, it was actual slavery.
Middle Ages are a bitch.
My dumbass still thinks thought it was pimping. So I try to mitigate the stuff that would make it an acceptable, like legitimate business, like people who want to work for pimps and everything like that. If there is such a thing. and no human trafficking, no sex trafficking, no underage stuff, stuff like that and everything. And people have to be treated with some modicum of respect. And of course I do all this thinking that. Of course, I do all this, and I still don't realize that it's slavery, like actual slavery.
Those rules are going to be interesting.
Yeah. Also, Alpha did want to raise it. He's got a grab bag.
I saw, and I am working on pulling it now. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
And as a result, I start some sort of I start a slave uprising. One of my guys manages to form some sort of like independent nation, and as a result, we end up crashing the simulation. And as a result of Butler not understanding anything or what the fuck he was doing, Lionel now doesn't wants nothing to do with him.
Okay, Alpha,
So,
I give you a heads up on this. It is not a magical compulsion. If there is danger nearby, they are able to look away. They are not forced to look at it. They just want to look at it.
So yeah, Lionel hates me, Friend hates me, and I think Yigya hates me too. Zator probably hates me even more now.
I mean, hate's a strong word, but I mean, doesn't exactly agree with what he did.
Speaking of,
Yep, and I put myself in for a grab bag because Zator's coming out for the ring. Oh, and I had a whole bit, planned out for the dance ballroom, but then shenanigans happened and Zator got blocked. Oh, goody! I find that thing. Icky and Solomon and Denny are going to be so happy seeing that.
really,
Yeah. Yeah, just ask JC what happened in Almay.
Found a cactus with two googly eyes glued onto it.
Imagine the Final Fantasy cactus figurine sort of thing.
You mean the
Cactars.
cactuars?
Yeah.
I fought them. They were pains in the ass.
At least you didn't find one of the big variants.
Yes, I did.
I meant Sawyer.
So, I was once a part of a Final Fantasy D&D campaign.
Because of course you were.
Mm-hmm. It was a mini campaign. It was called Festive Fantasy. I was a guest character. It was a story about a guild called the Wild Rose, and it was our job.
You got that from Final Fantasy II, didn't you?
I assume my DM did.
Well, that's what Firian's rebellion was called, the Wild Rose Rebellion.
Mm-hmm. So we had an adventuring guild, like a tactician's guild, and it was called the Wild Rose Guild. And basically what our job was, we had to fix, there was 4 pillars, elemental pillars that was starting to decay. And we had to go around and collect essence from all 4 of the pillars so that we could help create a 5th one. And so, it was... What was the party? We had there was 4 or 5 of us. One was a Viera dancer. One was a Moogle wizard. One was, I believe, a human gunslinger. One was a dragoon. A Bonga fighter / dragoon. And I can't remember the fifth one.
Guess the theme of this match.
So basically, we went through the 4 different elements. The fire dancer, I thought I had the Viera dancer, Joe.
Oh, light and the jingle bells.
That was season 2? Huh. Viera dancer was the monk. Fair. So over the course, we had to go to the four different domains, 4 different air places representing air, water, fire, and earth. And so we had to face off against a number of nasties. Our bosses, in no particular order, was a Tonberry, a Great Marlboro. It was a bunch of Marlboros who had petrified a bunch of Cactars. Some kind of a water-based mech. And Chocobos. Our 4th and final boss was basically a trial via Chocobos. Oh, and we had to fight a train. As it turns out, it was the train that takes you to the afterlife. And
My God, the crunch with the steel chair.
It was basically it was the death train, and we were having
Doom
to get
train.
Say again.
Was it the Doom train from Final Fantasy VIII or the Ghost train from 6?
The one that takes you to basically paradise.
I wouldn't know what that one is. Is it the one that gets suplexed?
There was an option to suplex it, yes.
Okay, then that's Final Fantasy VI.
So our DM, CG, said that there was an option to suplex the train. But I basically powered it down. And the train gave me fucking sass. Because it was the train that delivers the dead to their proper resting place, correct? My character was a Bonga fighter / dragoon called Aldeck the Immortal. It mocked me and said that it would eventually see me one day after I fail my name. Real talk, that train never fucking saw me again. And the final boss of that campaign was Ozma.
Ozma. Doesn't ring a bell. What is it?
Final Fantasy IX secret boss.
I've never played Final Fantasy IX.
It's a giant ball of spherical prismatic colors, and it would and every time, so it had an action. So it's action, it's legendary action, and so on and so forth. After every person's turn, it would add a letter above its head. And it would spell words. And when it completed a word, that spell would go off. So first round, there were like 5 of us. After every person's turn, a letter appeared. M-E-T-E-O-R. Can you guess what got casted?
Meteor
Swarm. And it was on the second round, I think it was beginning to cast like Doom. And so at the end of the campaign, like my character that entire campaign had not said a single word the entire game. Like 4 sessions, never said a fucking word. At the very end of the game, we beat Ozma. We come back to the boss, to the client, and we give him all the crystals. I lean into his ear and I whisper a couple words to him. Those words, the first words of the campaign, was quote unquote, "Fuck your reward. Send me back." And I then turned to the rest of my party, and my first words to them in the entire campaign: I go, you stay. No follow. Goodbye. I handed them my armor, I handed them my weapon, and I walked the fuck off.
Was that an Iron Giant reference?
Yes. So I basically, for my reward in the game, because I was a guest character and I suspected that I was not coming back the next year, right? So I wanted to set myself up to where I could walk off but leave the party to continue the adventure. So I basically set it up so that my quest reward was to go back to Chocobo Paradise, because my character had a huge connection to the Chocobos. Like, he was that hard, gruff, extremely angry-looking character, but when it came to animals, he became a very softy. Holy shit, the Divine Touch actually went off!
Yes!
Do you know how hard it is for the Divine Touch to actually proc? Because the AI
Yes.
is normally so aggressive. Willie, I could have betrayed you and become a villain, but I did not. So my character basically went back to Chocobo Paradise, and low-key, he spent the rest of his natural life there. And even after his death, like, it got to the point where he spent the rest of his life with the Chocobos, right? And so he died. He died, and he began walking back towards the train that would take him to his afterlife. And the Chocobos stopped him. They were like, "Where the fuck are you going? You already in the afterlife where you need to be. Get the fuck back here."
The red gobbo wins out.
Hell of a win.
Wait, so that is 20 gold for me, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
10 gold for winning, 10 gold for participating in the match. True, Joe. They did use new characters next year anyway. I didn't realize that. Okay. Willie, I asked a question, and I asked a question during session, but it didn't get got to. So I'll ask you this question. From the four Festive Fantasy seasons, hey, Atsu! Good to see you, my dude. Don't you have D&D later on tonight? Well, hell, I know who I'm going to raid, my dude. Because the crab rats have to have their juice boxes. Hashtag crab rat number 3, the best boy. I think Miko is holding back by not using his rage in the ring. I can see that. And as a reminder to everybody, Aura here is the player character of Wily Willie in chat, and Willie made his own entrance theme. So if you need, and also Willie has made the theme song for Maelstrom, so if you need music, hashtag Shill Willie. That being said, Willie, I have a question for you. So, across all 4 seasons of Festive Fantasy, from the former members of the Wild Rose and their allies, draft a team, draft your dream team. You have to fill the following positions: captain, vice captain, tank, healer, and 2 supports. Who is your dream team? You can also choose. The pre-heal turn characters. Hey, Gingy, what's up, my dude? Good to see ya. Memory ain't good? Fair. Dude, that's fair. I don't even remember. I'm still missing a character from season 1. So, Rosso, how you feeling about Zator's win?
Actually, it's quite cathartic.
Good.
Quite cathartic.
Given that the grunge kicked the shit out of you last week?
Well, he didn't kick the crud out of me. He kind of yeeted me across the ballroom.
Uh-huh.
But it was done for comedy.
Can't forget the glory of good King Moogle Mod. Don't let Arkoff hear you. And as a reminder to everybody, Mr. Touchums actively hunts Moogles. This is actually canon.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, so Zator tried to make a drink.
Uh-huh.
And what he did was, because he had been to like a sort of a temple that had like water that if you drank it, you would have calm emotions for an hour.
Yeah.
He put 1 cup of that into this big huge pitcher, and then he just shoved all these different kinds of alcohol into the pitcher, and then he goes back into the ballroom and he says, you know, here you go to the grunge. and he drinks it, and then he kind of starts to play act as if he's got the Merry Christmas spirit, and then it's like, Zator, hug me, and like Zator's like, okay, gives him a hug, and then it's like that hug just kind of gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and then the grudge reveals is like, oh, you motherfucker, I was play acting. Grabs him, yeets him across the ballroom, and says, put more gin in it next time.
That sounds like some of my RDMs. Like, I love the fact.
That was JC. So
Yeah, that sounds like him. Hey, Caliban! What's going on, my friend? Greetings and salutations to you, good doctor. It is good to see everybody.
Welcome, House of Caliban and Dr. Caliban, MD, PhD, MAD.
And for those unaware, MAD means Master of Alternative Disciplines. Caliban, thank you for your 64 months at Tier 1. You now have a stack of subs. Now, Caliban's a good fucking bean. I love Caliban.
Caliban is a good bean.
hey guys, how you doing?
The Chibi
I'm doing all right.
Guardsman, thank you for the follow. I love that username, low key.
But yeah, the bit that I had planned at the ballroom was basically for him to kind of use Disguise Self, for him to be dancing with Molly, essentially to Hey Pachuco, and you can probably guess the outfit that he was going to be wearing. And was going to try and make use of like the little spidey turrets that Molly had with her.
So Molly got into the arena, huh?
Kind of.
Yeah, yes. So because he used a very special sending stone, it brought Molly to the ballroom, though she couldn't go into the arena proper. She was blocked from doing so.
Give her time. She'll figure out how to get in there.
That's if she remembers getting into the guest area effectively.
Though one thing that I did do was I did have Zator give Molly a letter to give to Alexander.
I went off on real life superheroes, Nosferatu, and weirdness with White Wolf. I gotcha. Also, Sleeping Feather. Good to see you. Welcome in. It has been a while since we had a talk.
I do have to ask, Caliban, which White Wolf? The traditional movie White Wolf, or?
I'm knowing Caliban, probably the game studio.
Fair. White Wolf. I want to say World of Darkness, but that doesn't feel right.
The game studio.
Also, hello, Joe Mojo of Joe Mojo fame.
Hashtag show Joe Mojo.
Yeah. And your winner, Aura!
You cannot compete when Aura just throws themselves at you head first like a missile.
Oh yeah, no, between Aura and Goosler, it is a missile match.
While I am as a player, not a charismatic leader character. I think that my character last year, Victor, would be. He's a front line if needs be. Heal, revive, and smite for days. All deck if we can have him as tank. We saw how he can lock down the front lines. Fair.
Willie, you're charismatic as fuck, boy.
Toxic.
Now, for the bounty match.
On to the shenanigans.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, Bob, are you ready to bird up?
Wait. Your spoilers are the Dantes brothers and the Leaper brothers.
Beautiful. All rise for King Croquet.
So here are the rules of the Battle Royale. Each person in the match has put in 20 gold. If you eliminate a person, you pocket their 20 gold. If you are eliminated, you lose your 20 gold, but you keep any gold that you have won previously.
I'm ready for Yig to be immediately eliminated.
Willie, my dude, look here. Let me just, don't worry, let me just put you on this pedestal right here. There we go. Wily is Willie. You are a fucking gorgeous human being. You are talented as shit. And you are the most amazing sniper-ass D&D player. You pick your shots, and every time you pick your shot in D&D, you are a sniper whenever it comes to D&D. You stay in the background, you stay quiet, you play your role. But when you pop up, every time you open your mouth, you kill everybody at the table. You are the rock, the emotional rock of our Saturday game. You know that, right?
Answer, Travis. I didn't put Ka in. Somebody else sponsored Ka.
Huh.
But can I give a public speech? Probably not. That doesn't matter. You're still charismatic as fuck.
I mean, you don't need to give a public speech if you're the leader of the friend group. Or the friend group mom, as some people would put it.
Why do I feel like we're not seeing something?
Oh? What are you not seeing?
If you listened, you know.
Fair. Willie? Charisma. Noun. A compelling attractiveness or charm that can inspire devotion in others.
Charisma doesn't have to be appearance. It doesn't have to be how you talk. It is just the way you present yourself.
After pondering my favorite decor, My ignorant, failed students turned betrayers, now forever frozen in time. The perception of time, space, and reality is truly fascinating. To run one's own world and to be a god beyond mortals, that's why I highly respect you for keeping your adopted world together, despite the imperfect 2K base elements. Cheers to you, dearest announcer Bob. Just waiting to luckily has you specifically in mind. It's coming soon.
Oh, is that why we suddenly had an increase in DAC people from the void?
Maybe. The redesign for Thorin and Aaron is fantastic. Oh, good! Ads are starting.
Beautiful.
And it does not give me the option to snooze.
I'll see if I can.
Cool, thank you.
I mean,
can
we've
only
still
see
got.
buttons, apparently.
I mean, we're still in the wrestler intros, so
True. But we have, what, 15 minutes worth of snoozes?
Yeah, it just gave me 5 minutes. If each of them were 5 minutes, that's a full 15. Ooh, it's been a while since we've seen this entry.
Yeah, because you've had a belt most of the time.
Yeah.
You really do love your flashbangs, don't you, Kayeth?
Oh, that's great.
I mean, I feel like as if I'm practically as blind as Yig in the arena right now.
Yeah. My favorite part about that flashbang is it's 3 flashbangs in one.
Uh-huh. Now you understand how Yig feels in both the arena and in Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Because right now Yig is blind as a bat because of a lightning bolt that struck nearby.
Yeah, he may or may not have had a hand in it blinding him as well. Physics and all.
Uh-huh.
I do enjoy that title, Croc, but I'm not sure how Yig would respond to being called the Glitter Lizard.
Is it time to play Where's the Hair?
Not until after the match.
Ah, yes.
Also, Alpha, you
the
shouldn't be excited. Sorry,
Go
you
ahead.
first, Bob.
Are you good?
Alpha, you shouldn't be excited about beating your significant other.
And Krokvar beat me to it. It's the Crown Prince of Chaos.
Yeah.
I love how when he became a prince, he turned to yellow.
I blame Chaos for that.
That again was the Temple of the Three Monkeys. He basically bathed in the water and it turned him yellow.
Uh-huh.
Or turned him golden, actually.
You get the reference, right?
Moisturize me. A bunch of ribbiting coming from the crowd. Also, hey Gingy, how's it going?
So for those that don't know, Croquet worships a creature called Binya Binya. For those who watched Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. for a while, yes, that Binya Binya, the yellow pollywog.
Didn't we just have the 3 most fabulous people in the Maelstrom just come down the ramp?
Yes.
Alright.
Just
Hey,
wait.
see, Joe.
A dude in sunglasses and a fur coat's coming out next.
Beautiful. Hey, see, Joe. Yellow is a happy color.
True. Flame would be a good healer.
I mean, gold is a shade of yellow, which means, of course, gold is a happy color.
So, Kayeth,
It,
Travis wanted to know why he's calling this match. He's not a bounty hunter.
because he was sponsored in.
Mhm. I mean, was there a reason for putting him in the match?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Chuck.
Mm.
Hey, Chuck, is there a reason why you picked Kaw? I'll give Chuck a second to answer.
I assumed it was because basically Kaw is here because he has a bounty.
Possibly.
Thought Kaw was a bounty hunter. Ah, gotcha. Kaw's an outlaw.
I mean, this is a good match type for both bounty hunters and outlaws.
True.
I mean, Caw's dead, so
I'm sorry, Jim, he's dead.
Is he?
I mean, if not, he's pretending real hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Japanese jazz fusion music, which is great.
I actually watched the Super Mario Brothers movie on Christmas.
The new one?
Yeah.
I need to watch that at some point.
Basically, I spent Christmas watching movies. I watched Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I watched Terrifier. I watched Terrifier 2. I watched Super Mario, and I watched Sonic.
Which was your favorite movie of the day?
Terrifier 2.
Fair enough. Look at the clown.
Basically, Lanny told me that that Art the Clown would be right up my alley. I did not watch 3 because 3 is out in theaters right now.
mind you, Muppet Christmas Carol is always a good movie for Christmas.
Muppet Treasure Island is one of my favorites.
Anything is a Christmas movie if you watch it on Christmas.
Die Hard.
Addams Family.
Hmm.
Addams Family opens up with carolers getting coated and pitched. It is a Christmas movie.
Fair. I have so many character ideas that it's amazing. Like I have interesting ideas for warlocks.
I've personally found that there is a critical level of backup characters you make before you automatically become a DM.
Yeah.
I think it's somewhere around 50. Call and Yig immediately at it.
The great thing about being a DM is all those characters that you wanted to make and wanted to play, they just become NPCs.
Oh yeah, no, straight up.
Like my ghost, my necromancer, my chaotic good necromancer, and the raft is a character that I've been wanting to play for a while.
Oh yeah, no.
The Baron that Travis encountered was actually a player, was actually a PC of mine.
I have a few characters that I made that, looking at them, I'd never be able to make them PCs for one reason or another. My favorite one being Harry Manback.
All fun and games until Bob has a warlock bar. Oh, I don't need to worry about having a bar. I just go to the Weary 101 for bars.
Yeah, fair.
Ah, shit. Which remind me, Taka was talking about inviting me for New Year's at the Weary 101.
Ooh. Oh, I hope that goes well if you take it. Is this an over the top, Bob?
It should be.
Okay. Explains a few things.
Basically, there's no more definitive way of knowing if you eliminated by somebody by hurling their ass over the top rope.
True, true. I have bad news, Bob. I'm out of ad break.
That can't be helped. There's ways to get around to the ads.
Oh, yeah. No. We have just over 2 minutes 40, so y'all have been warned.
Basically, what I do for whenever an ad hits, it basically minimizes the stream that you're watching to the top right-hand corner of your desktop. If you hit to pop out the window, it'll open up your stream in a new window. You can mute the stream with the ads, unmute the stream with the actual audio, and you can continue to watch it until it basically ends the ads and disappears.
Which is useful. She and Moral trying to eliminate each other like the good boys they are. They know they don't have a horse in this race.
They're just trying to get money from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie, that's still a thing.
I don't think Yig and Frenzy have gone after each other yet there, Cam. However, I haven't been paying attention the whole time. I only have 6 pairs of eyes, and there's 8 wrestlers.
How the fuck do you have 6 pairs of eyes?
I keep them in a jar on my desk.
Mm.
Just like my sense of childlike wonder.
Bye, Yig.
KKK has been eliminated.
And Moral takes 20 gold.
Yep. I did say, Bob, that Yig was going to be eliminated first. And Kaw upset that he wasn't the one to eliminate Yig.
Indeed, Willie, that is currently a thing. And Moral and Lingxi trying to eliminate each other super hard.
Okay.
It's interesting how the brothers are just fighting each other at this point.
Okay, with a bit of poison. You know, Yig may or may not still have been blind during that match.
Maybe. And here's the question. I think that was Aaron eliminating Franz.
Yeah. Because I believe Thorn has the blue hair.
I was looking at the pants.
Fair.
Thorn is in black, Aaron is in gray.
Cam has confirmed that that was Aaron that eliminated him.
Aaron steals another 20 gold. So far, every elimination has been by spoilers.
I do believe it is just Okay and Call left that were actually in with their own money.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron after Thorn.
Aaron trying to eliminate Croquet. Aaron with a third elimination. Aaron is currently at 60 gold. Morrow is at 20.
Well, good. I'm not the only one tracking that. More with the head scissor takedown to Aaron.
There are 3 spoilers left in this match. Thorn getting ideas. Aaron getting ideas, but Caw taking him down.
Aaron is currently the most dangerous man in the match and worth the most money to take out.
Oh, what a super kick by Aaron. Thorn getting ready to try to eliminate Caw.
Yep.
Goes for Snake Eyes instead. Aaron trying to eliminate Moral.
Moral, of course, being more durable of the Leaper brothers.
Pretty sure that drop kick went pretty damn low.
Anywhere else, it might have been a low blow.
Side Russian leg sweep. Thorn with his choice of targets goes after his brother. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Aaron might be gone. Caw doesn't see it.
Caw doesn't seem to be throwing anyone. Again, Caw seems to be more interested in just hurting people.
Makes sense for Caw.
Oh yeah, straight up.
Caw left alone with 3 spoilers.
I'm beginning to think that Yig just took a dive to leave Caw here.
So you think that's why Yig, Croquet, and Franz all took dives? Uh-oh.
I think that's why Yig took a dive,
There goes Aaron.
which I believe means Thorn gets his full value of 60, yes?
Thorn gets Aaron's 20. So Aaron walks away with 60, but
Yeah.
Thorn is going to walk away with 20, same as
More.
Moral is walking away with 20.
Yeah, no. I have a feeling that Yig was sponsored. Admittedly, it's sponsored by the champion's purse that he hasn't claimed yet. But Yig was sponsored to this, and Yig just did a round with everyone and went, just fuck cop, and then left.
Moral trying to eliminate Kaw. And does. The spoilers take the prize. Moral holding 20 gold.
Apparently, Aaron is stuck in a corner.
That's fine.
Thank you, Thin Man. Now Kaw is stuck. You know, I kind of want to see Moral win. He doesn't have the moral high ground after all.
He's going for it. And there he goes. Moral 60, Aaron 60, and Thorn 20.
Yep.
And Moral gets the coins for appearing and winning the match. So Moral 80, Aaron 60, Thorn 20.
Beautiful. To be fair, the Leaper brothers do need a little bit of change. They did just lose part of their adventuring group after all.
Oh, how so?
From what I've gathered, the adventuring group that was dealing with the Bodak is planning on splitting up.
Huh. Who's splitting off?
From what I've gathered, I think it's a bard, is trying to convince the big one to split off the group.
Ah, Lexi is trying to talk Gravy into splitting in half.
Yeah, my lovely Whispers in the Shadows said something about she thinks that Moral keeps putting her in danger.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting in-character roleplay.
Oh yeah, no. Speaking of very loud and angry people, ladies and gentlemen, coming down to the ring, representing the Undying Drakes, Vesterish Whitemane.
This is Sandman's boy, right?
Yes. And hence the title, hence the segue in. Apparently, Vesterish had a few drinks at the canteen in the back before coming down.
I love how I unknowingly just pick people that are here.
Oh, that's great. Speaking of,
The best thing about this is, like, the people that are in the other realms, I don't interact with them. So I don't know who plays who, I just know the character. You know?
yeah.
Lead Singer Nation, rise up.
All right, there's a non-zero chance that we lose a belt this week.
Correct. So that means that we may be getting a new belt.
He is. Oh, that is violently red.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I just updated my Discord avatar.
That's right, it
And-
is. It is after Christmas, so it's time for the Potteroos to go away for another year.
Yeah. Oh, mine isn't a Pandaroo. It's a Hezilung that mugged a Pandaroo. That just means he's walked off with the last dish of candy cane.
I'm still keeping to my red gobbo icon.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I just changed back to Denier.
It's
I
a good
always-
picture.
I always say again.
That's a good picture.
Yeah. It was made by E.M. Hillsberg.
Ooh.
It actually won second place in an art contest.
Ah.
Like, as soon as the dude sent it to me, that was instantly my backdrop. And it has been my computer desktop background for years.
I don't think I've ever seen the full thing. I think I've only ever seen it as your Discord Avi. Oh, apparently Denny found a one of the discount knowledge books.
Oh my god. Why did this have to be you?
Oh. Oh, I got to ask that whistle. Yeah, no, that's immediately going into Yig's inventory.
Isn't that the flute that Yig is kind of making at the moment?
No, the flute that Yig was making was made out of a fox's, I believe, shin bone. Add items.
I love how this game just works with me sometimes.
I mean, just works with a Maelstrom in general. Oh god. What Sandman has discovered. Oh, I know what. If I think I know what that is, oh man, that's not good.
You think it's a Demilich, don't you?
Hmm.
Eh?
I mean, it does fit the description.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Callie's saying that that is the skull of balance, everybody.
Ooh. It's a well-balanced skull.
Of course, Cod didn't actually eliminate anybody. He isn't a bounty hunter.
Actually, yeah, no. Thorin, Aaron, and the Leaper brothers are all technically. Well, the Leaper brothers are both guards, which means technically they fall into bounty hunters. And Aaron and Thorn are both pirates, which again technically falls into bounty hunters.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, that makes sense that the the two hunters, the outlaw and the king, didn't get any bounty off of that.
Uh-huh. Don't you just love when shitposting comes together?
Oh, it's great. Love it.
That's right. Croquet is not a criminal. He is a very respectable prince.
I mean, bounties are often put out on princes.
Yeah.
As condolences to Croquet, I would like to give him this next trinket.
Do you have any idea how many assassination attempts I had to thwart when Jaunt was in control of Xeris?
Yes.
Hell, do you know how many assassination attempts I had to thwart on myself?
Vaguely.
About a few.
That'd be. I don't think. Oh no. I've had exactly one character that has had a bounty on his head. And it was because of the fucking elf in the party. There you go, Krokvar.
I think
That
at the
trinket is good.
I think at the end of my time as Solomon, I had killed like 15 player characters at that point.
Yeah. The thing about it, Tyrael is incredibly flashy.
He is.
I love it.
Still, by far, one of my favorite player kills was I had this really, really cocky person that basically freshly joined the server, and they decided to be Billy Badass and basically say that you're going to give me freedom either by death or letting me walk. Your choice. I'm like, oh, you're going to have fun. We're going to have fun here.
Oh, hey, Gingy, welcome back. Bob, can I make a special request regarding the tincture that repels cats?
What's that?
Can we have it so that Francisco finds it unusually repulsive?
That would be a KM situation.
I mean, I'm pretty sure KM knows why I'm asking that. And your winner, Tyrael Nimbus.
So I have a question for you. What is one of the funniest ways to end a character that you deem as a heretic?
It depends on what they're a heretic of.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time, I appreciate a good dose of irony.
Mm-hmm. So I took a character that I deemed to be a heretic. I put them into a catapult, and I fired them at the local church.
How'd you go?
I did this so many times that they actually had to remodel the church and put basically change the blocks in the church to make them red and to actually have a gore imprint of where I was firing them.
Beautiful.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the smuggest motherfucker in the Maelstrom.
I feel like he's slowly getting competition, but do you think I can remember the name of the other smug characters?
Mm. I still legitimately want to send somebody from Maelstrom onto Flashbang for the interdimensional title.
Who would be the most interesting character to send, either visually or character-wise?
That's the question, isn't it?
KM, don't tell Alpha that. Alpha's in charge of booking for order. Yeah,
Like-
no, I can see that reject. Van Theo does in fact look like he wants a raise.
Who is the most cursed person in the Maelstrom?
Cursed how?
Like, visually and the way that they act.
Oh, so for personality and visually, Goosler.
Mm-hmm.
For the way they act, probably Goosler.
Mm-hmm. Miska? Oh, Miska on Flashbang would be interesting.
Miska is practically cursed, however. However, Miska does definitely fall into that. I see Sandman has autocorrect on today.
Miska or Goosler? Goosler would be interesting.
Goosler has a very iconic look to him.
Mm-hmm.
Goosler would probably freak Bosco out.
Lou is hilarious.
The Grunch?
Yes. Speaking of, I believe he's coming up.
No, we've already had that match.
Oh, we did? Okay, my mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, the Zator won that.
Ooh. Congratulations. Enjoy your shiny new red hat.
Wait, I get a red hat for that?
Yes, it looks exactly identical to the one you already had.
Oh,
It is provided by ink.
just that it's a bit more shiny.
Yes. And it has your name on the inside.
How nice.
Yes.
Yeah, Franz would fit in with Vaporwave.
There we go. Which MNW group would some of our most seen characters be a part of? Straight up, Van Theo, MVP.
MVP?
Yeah. There's only one problem with sticking Van Theo in MVP, however.
Who's MVP?
Yeah, fair.
No, legitimately, who's MVP?
That's a wonderful question. Technically, Azir. The most valuable Pharaoh.
You're thinking of VIP.
Ah, sorry. My brain may have just done a loop.
MVP
Yeah, no.
was Bosco.
Ah, that's where I'm making the mistake, because we're talking about Bosco in the chat. But yeah, no, VIP. Van Theo for VIP. Fair enough, Willie.
I don't really think so.
No?
I mean, it would basically be competition with Ozzy, and he's not really one for that.
Fair.
I'm saying he would
Basically,
fit VIP.
Basically, who's the smuggest, richest arsehole? And Ozzy is going to be like, yeah, it's just going to be me. Anyone else, just no.
Fair.
Van Theo might get into the Dark Lords very well.
True. We have a nomination of Goosler for Apex.
Gooster would work for Apex. Also, the Thorns would go well in Apex.
Are they animal enough, though?
What is their true form?
Well, one of them is a fish. The other one's an elf.
I think that the Thorns would actually be in.
I
Go
could
to Apex.
I could see Aaron working with Apex, but if it comes to Thorn, no. It's just like every group's just going to chuck Thorn out.
So what you're saying is Thorn should go into the Night's Watch.
I mean, they literally took a person that speaks to raccoons.
Fair.
And if they can handle that kind of craziness.
So, Callie, what you're saying is Miska should be in a faction with Earl King West and ye olde what's his name?
Prinny.
Hmm?
Prinny.
Possibly, yeah.
Miska is like Empire of Terror category. Like
True.
Miska would be with Lord V and Cleaver, like Vegeta says. Cocytus would be could be Apex as well.
Yeah.
Where would Zator be?
He'd be with Zack.
Hmm.
In the guild.
I only say that because orcs stick together.
Add. I don't know about that. I mean, there are two orcs on the show, and they have nothing to do with each other.
Are they the same type of orc, however?
Yes.
Ooh. Drama.
Nitzig and Zack are both Warhammer orcs, as far as I know.
Huh.
Hmm.
Good to know.
But what does pay more?
Kelly, that is why Miska would be ideal for a team with Wes.
You know, actually, Zator going with Victor Vicious and Nitzig. That would be interesting.
Cartel?
They don't really have much in the way of magic. But they also don't mind having someone who...
we all know the Unseelie have the most platinum. Shadow 903 Sip Shadow 903 Glare the silly are silly people. And untrustworthy as we all know. Praise snacks.
The material.
Very true, Chat Ram. The Unseelie do have the most platinum, and the Seelie are very silly people and untrustworthy.
How dare! I'm sitting right here.
Are you officially Seelie?
Technically, I've been adopted by both courts. I was classified as too dangerous to be left on my own. There are accounts of Fae who are in both courts, and they are all the weirdest fucking people you can come across, if I remember correctly.
I imagine.
And your winner, Van Theo! I do like this song. It's great music.
Mm-hmm.
I have a weird question.
Yes.
Where would you two see Yig fitting in?
Oh, definitely Apex.
Hunter-based character. Uh-oh.
Tark. Everything all right there, Bob?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Hunter-based character, lizard folk, animal-based. The gut instinct would be Apex. However, you gotta see if there's anybody else that are interested in like hunters, wayfinders, explorers.
Well, we have a suggestion for One True Pain.
Oh, good. Just in time for my match.
Hello, JC.
Hello there.
Hello,
I'll
JC.
forward the question to you as well, because we'll move on to Lucius right after.
Oh, good.
Which MNW faction could you see Yig in?
Modern MNW is one that I am not hyper familiar with, but I could see Yig with, what was Nero? Apex. Apex, that would make sense. He's a lizard.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've also returned from playing the Caves of Hood, and I have been murdered 16 times.
Oof.
Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, apparently. Got lost in the salt flats and couldn't escape, so I fell on my own sword.
You were in my territory, were you?
Apparently.
My condolences.
Yes.
The humor's
I only then later learned that you could just walk off screen and that would get you out of the salt flats, so oops.
Yeah, no, that sounds like my area. You can have freedom. You just have to leave the boundaries of reality just a little bit and you'll be fine.
Yes. It does actually play like how I conceptualize Vismind campaigns going. I'm like, yeah, this seems about right.
Oh, I'll have to play it at some point then.
Yes.
Apparently, one more death and you get a free Sunday there, JC.
Apparently, yes.
Which faction do you think Lucius would fit into?
Oh, my mind thinks VIP.
Beautiful.
He's got the smug for it. I don't know what to tell you. He'd then naturally betray VIP, but it would be a very brief time where it would work.
You see, I made the argument that Van Theo would also be in VIP.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, I
Stupid
see. I see that you have picked up the football in the Flickering Veil. Travis was talking about that. This is, dude, legit. I love the Flickering Veil where we can just basically tag out and just mess with our players in one room.
I just threw bees at him. That was great.
Considering all four of you in the chat right now have access to it, I would like to put a little bit of a challenge for you.
What's that?
In Vismind, you can make your own spells. I would like to see what each of you do if the only limitation for the spell is it has to be called Cast Iron.
That's a good question. I feel like let's cast.
All right. Okay.
Mixed gun. That's what mine is.
As soon as you cast the spell Cast Iron, you conjure a spectral frying pan. You make a melee spell attack against the creature using the cast iron skillet, and if you strike them with the skillet and you actually hit, you do 1d10 per level of the spell, and they have to make a strength save or be knocked down and potentially stunned.
That's pretty good.
Most of that works.
Mine just spawns a gun. It doesn't do anything else. Cast iron. It just spawns an iron. Good old knife.
No,
I mean, if it was...
those...
I was going to say, if it was for me, it would probably be more to summon an Iron Maiden that then they have to walk into.
That would be interesting.
You have to... Oh
Rosa's
no, they
gone
stole
with
my music again.
Bob and JC have both gone with the weapon shape, and Callie has gone with the blood domain. Hilariously, of them all, Callie's is the most similar to a spell that I've already made.
That's pretty funny.
I like how they're just how for the half of their interests, both of their heads were just cut off and it was focusing on the belts.
That's right. That's the only part that's important, baby.
This is a big gamble. It is a quadruple or nothing match. You have to wonder what these teams are doing, playing with fire as hard and as fast as they are. You have to wonder if that rubber band is being pulled back and what's going to happen when it snaps back.
What a good question. I'm sure nothing but good can come out of it.
I mean, we all know that Lucius is already dead on Lucius.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Oh, wow. JC, that accent.
Yes.
It's just reminding me, I've been listening to Infinite and the Divine, and it's like, that is just Trayson's accent.
You know what? I could see Trayson would be a fantastic Lucius. I still need to listen to Infinite and the Divine. It sounds like such a good time. I've been annoyed that none of my libraries seem to have the audiobook.
I would have laughed so fucking hard if, as soon as the match started, instant 3 count on Solomon.
That would have been so funny.
And Solomon is already bleeding.
And we were dangerously close to getting a Necron Lucius. If we had lost the match or the fight against M4 or MR11-4, we would have had some interesting Necron boys.
Oh boy, howdy. Oh, so did anybody else see Solomon asserting dominance by not only sliding across the floor like a stone monolith, but A-posing?
I saw that.
Yeah, it's true. Solomon is nothing if not dominant.
Which makes you wonder if Solomon was picked for a reason.
Well, as with most things with balance, Solomon was put forward by his sponsor. And then everyone went, yeah, that fucker. And I do mean
Sure,
everyone went,
why
yeah,
not?
that fucker.
Everyone's like, yeah, seems like a good guy. I trust him with my existence. The concept of friendship, sure.
Interesting choice to put Lucius in the match, though.
That's what I really don't understand, but sure.
Are you telling me that Lucius would not understand the value of friendship?
Oh no, more so on the choice of order. Just like, really? This is who you want to bet all your chips on? All right, fair enough. He's not at all biased right now.
Lucius also has a very interesting track record against Howard.
Yes. So far, all losses.
A very interesting track record.
Yes. It's just really funny. And poor Lucius is just getting wailed on over there. Don't worry, Solomon. I'll come save you at some point. Well, as soon as I stop dying.
Which makes me wonder if Howler has some repressed feelings towards Lucius.
See, they're actually just staging the whole thing like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm quite well, thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna break your kneecaps. That's fine.
call to violence from somebody in the crowd. Someone shouting out to Howler to break Lucius's kneecaps.
That's right, as they should. Well deserved. Dangerously close there, Howler. Dangerously close.
That was fucking slick. Lucius dodged the attack, causing Howler to fly and land on Solomon.
Yeah. Oh no, Solomon, you broke the pin. Why would you do that anyway? Howler, get up. Okay, good boy. Oh, baby!
The Great Gold One, taking the domain of solidarity for Chaos.
And like that, the solidarity domain is claimed. The first of them all. Now that's interesting. No, I mean, if it looked like to me, Bob, I don't know. I don't think Lucius was really even trying. He didn't even try to move out of that pin.
50 gold to whoever kicks the Genie in the shins. And in the funniest way possible. That was a squash.
Yeah. Man, what an odd situation. Anyway, I'm sure that was completely above board.
Well, due to how heavy of a squash that was, there might be an inquiry into both balance and order on whether or not that was a throw.
You know what? I like to think that we hold our organization here to a higher standard. And, I mean, yes, I am hearing from the gods of chaos here. Yeah, No, they said that was totally legit. Counts. No takebacks.
I was about to say, would by chance the big boss of chaos like a few words from basically the war room, given that his team just took the first domain, and now any cleric that is of the solidarity domain now can draw power directly from the big boss of chaos.
You know what? I am hearing right now from the big boss of chaos that there will be a official press release released later tonight. So be looking forward to that.
The press release will literally just be a fruit press.
Exactly. The press release will go, ha, ha, ha!
Oh, my God.
Here's the thing. Will there be muffins at the press release?
There may be. We will now be turning our attention to the Chaos Locker Room, where they will be receiving their reward of both, one, the getting to touch the Chaos Artifact, and two, finally getting to see Borsalino himself. I know that Chaos is very excited about this prospect.
Anonymous, thank you for getting a tier 1 sub to Bullshit and Crackers.
I know who that was.
I don't know what you could mean by that.
How wonderful. The first domain has been selected, and that means a new belt will be introduced.
Oh boy.
But the question is, what is the new belt that will be introduced? Who is it going to go for? Who's going to pick it? You can probably find that out when our patrons vote for the next belt.
That's right. Oh boy.
Will it be the Tempest domain belt? Will it be the War domain? Will it be the Life domain? Will it be the Zeal domain? Will it be Arcana?
Now you see, one of the
Make
things
it Arcana. I want magic.
One of the things I actually miss about 3.5 is just how many fucking domains there were by the end of it. I think there was something like almost 120 domains by the end of 3.5.
That sounds right.
Like,
if it's Arcana, Zator's definitely going for it.
Like, I love when, back in Season 1, during the final fight, when Ark fought the Guardian of Order, Melody, she was pulling one of her lair actions was she would cast a spell from the order domain at the top of the round on every single turn.
Yeah, that one was a fun fight as we sweated bullets saying, all right, time to kill a god that we don't really want to.
Yeah, but she had to because she was the final artifact.
Yeah, unfortunate. Darn you, Chorus. You're still causing problems to this day.
My favorite part, I reread that. He was actually revived mid-fucking fight.
That's pretty funny.
From the distance, how about the Great Domain? That'd be interesting. But, that being said, I think it's about time that we go ahead and raid out.
Yes.
And we already know where we're going to be going for the grade.
Yep, we're raiding Atsu, who is doing his own D&D game.
Yes.
What shall be the message?
You're the big boss. Why don't you pick the raid message?
I mean, I think that there's only one real answer, and that would be Chaos Reigns.
Beautiful.
So it would be. So it is stated, so it shall be. Raid messages, Chaos Reigns. Y'all have yourselves a good rest of your night, and I appreciate all of you stopping by. Have a good one, friendos.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.